What's going on, guys? JayeDeBlack here. Salute to everyone that's tuning in. Make sure y'all like this video, hype it, and share it, because I'm going to talk about a situation a lot of men find themselves in when dealing with women these days. These women want to keep the child away from the father after a breakup. Now, Coi Leray is the female in question. She dated a rapper by the name of Trippie Redd. They dated kind of off and on. And when they got back together dealing with each other, she got pregnant and had a child. That's when that relationship ceased to exist. She went on to date Justin LaBoy. I've spoken about their relationship before. And Trippie Redd he went off on social media because she's keeping the child from him. See, Coi Leray does not have a good relationship with her father, Benzino, because her mother probably employed similar tactics as far as having a child with the guy and not letting the guy be around the child. She's doing the same thing. Generational, I call it generational bad parenting. I don't care whether you're with the father or not. The child should never be used against them, right? But these heifers do this because they're bitter and because that's how they were raised. And they continue that curse. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like Trippie Redd is the best person ever, but he doesn't, now again, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but he doesn't have a lot of drama when it comes to women. Now, I know, you know what I'm saying, just especially like this situation with her having this child. You chose Trippie Redd, Coi Leray. And again, because you have a dysfunctional relationship with your father, you want your child to have it be the same way. So let's get into this XXL article. Trippie Redd claims Coi Leray won't let him see their child. Trippie made the claim in a post on social media. Tell that B to tell y'all she won't let me see my baby. Hashtag NDA, he typed. On Wednesday, he added the claim, typing, so it's, I don't want to see my kid. Then when I say I'm kept from seeing my kid, is you telling us leave me the F alone? And yes, I've been going to court. Hashtag NDAs. The Ohio rapper's post came hours after court released a new song snippet that finds her appearing to take a shot at Trippie, where she croons, looking back at my ex like, damn, how the F you do that? Looking back at them texts like, damn, how the F you do that? Trippie Redd and Coi Leray broke up during her pregnancy last January due to Trippie Redd's alleged infidelities. They welcomed their daughter, Mayoko, together. It's either Miyoko or Mayoko. Last June. Trippie is prepping to release his new album, NDA, which is scheduled to drop on Friday. That's why he's using the hashtag NDA. This album is definitely going to be about her. This is the rapper's first album since 2023's Mansion Music. On Tuesday, he released the single Meet the Reds featuring Sexy Red. So let's see if we can get to the posts. These are the posts here. Well, and the thing is this, when it comes to a lot of these relationships, again, you know, you got Justin LaBoy being the stepdaddy, the cleanup man. He's over there with a woman who's knowingly keeping that child away from the father. And Justin, you're okay with it. I believe they're still dating each other. I don't know how you dudes can date women that keep their kids away from the father. Like, how do you find that? How do you sit there and be in that situation and think that's okay? That's goofy. I could see if there was some sort of abuse going on. That's not the case here. She's just bitter, and because she was raised to hate her father, she wants her child to be the same way. And you dudes sit up there playing stepdaddy or the father that stepped up, whatever you want to call yourselves, to women who are like this, because they will treat you the same way you have a child with them. They think the child belongs to them. You know what's funny? They want the child around them 24/7, but they don't want to take care of the child financially 24/7. They want you to do it while they have the child and act like you didn't do nothing to help. This is the psychosis that women like this go through. All right. She had a dysfunctional relationship with her, or she has a dysfunctional relationship with her father. So, of course, she's not going to be able to co-parent or want to co-parent because she was never in a good co-parenting situation for what it looks like. Now, again, if y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but the way that Coi Leray treats her father, Benzino, there was nothing good co-parenting going on there. All right. Let's look at these tweets, y'all. I already went through that one. I already went through this one. All right. Someone's responded by saying, because the internet don't really care about your kid. MFers just want likes. They too invested. He said facts. I want y'all to understand, man, this is the world we live in. You have women out here who will be in a relationship. Y'all got to understand, she chose to be in a relationship with Trippie Redd. Not once, but twice. They were together once, they broke up, got back together. And then you get pregnant and have a child with them. When a child comes into the world, it ain't about you no more. You need to make sure that child is able to be raised in a healthy co-parenting situation, but you heifers just can't help yourself because you grew up dysfunctional. You want that child to grow up dysfunctional too. Why don't you heifers just take contraceptives? Why don't you get your tubes tied? Why is it that the responsibility on being the good parent is always on the man? You wanted to have a child with him. I don't think he wanted a family with you. Maybe, now again, I don't know if this is true. Maybe he did want a child. Maybe y'all had these conversations. But when he broke up with her while she was pregnant, I'm pretty sure he had a reason. Maybe he just didn't want a family with you, but that's what you wanted. And that's why you with Justin LaBoy, because he's embracing being a stepdaddy. Women always play these games, right? They will ask the judge to give them primary custody just so they can complain later about how they had to do everything on their own. But they're not going to tell you about how they fought tooth and nail to keep that father from being in the child's life. They're not going to tell you that part. They're going to talk about how he didn't want to pay child support or he didn't want to come see their child. You made it difficult for him. You see, if you heifers actually made it, if you actually did what you needed to do as far as allowing the father to see his child, you wouldn't have the problems you have. But because you can't be with him, you want to use the child as a weapon against him. And that is why that curse continues from generation to generation with these women keeping the children away from the father. The father's not able to be there for the child. The child don't have a father figure in their life, or well, the right father figure, which is their biological father. So they go seeking that love elsewhere. And Coi Leray has been seeking love elsewhere in men, and she never finds it because she never really had that love with her father, which is why they're so adversarial towards each other. And why she, according to Trippie Redd, is not wanting to allow him in the child's life. This is why men need to start fighting for full custody. And really go through her life with a fine-tooth comb just to say, hey, this person is not mentally fit to primarily raise my child. Trippie Redd should definitely fight, for the opportunity to have more of a say-so in his child's life, to be able to be a part of it. You heifers don't get to control that. Just because you carried that child would not be here if it wasn't for, the guy as well. It takes two. If a man is financially responsible, he is also should have responsibility in raising the child. I just don't understand how women can sit up there and not even try to co-parent. Not even try. Because you dating a new guy, you want him to be the father. You can't pick and choose the father of your children. You can try, you can attempt to, but that mostly never work. Because either that dude will do something stupid or the children will reject him. It just won't work. It just won't work. So let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts, like, video, share it. Follow me on all my social media platforms, and check out all the other videos on this channel, and I'll see y'all next one.